Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? We're going to play some mono white aggro with lots of new cards in this list. So there's going to be a lot of sneaking going on, using lots of Ninja Turtle stuff from our early access stream here. And we're going to see if we can just make this work. So this one, I believe I got directly from Yeoman5, who put a bunch of lists together for everybody. So always thank you for that. But we have some Leonardo, Leader in Blue. So this is a 1 mana 2/1. It does have sneak of 5. But when it enters, if a sneak cost was played, creatures you control get +2/+0. Otherwise, he's just a quality 2/1 that can also have first strike. Lightstall Inquisitor is just a way to slow your opponent down. Prehistoric Pet. This is one I'm 50-50 on. I know some people are really into this card. I don't know yet. I don't know how I feel about it. It is hard to block, which is cool. And you could also like pay 2 to reuse, say, like a Leonardo, potentially. But don't know yet. Seam Rip, just for some early removal. Same with Case of the Gateway Express. With so many cheap things, we should be able to pull this off. We do have Sky Knight Squire with us playing a lot of Duders, and ways to make more Duders with Voice of Victory. Playing some Agent Bishop. Now, there are 4 copies of Agent Bishop up here. I think we could probably remove 1, but it's going to put 2 counters on stuff every turn. Like, you just, why not, right? Like, seems good. Leonardo, Big Brother, this is another one. Sneak for 1. It's a 1/3, and Leonardo gets +1/+0 from each other creature you control. And of course, we have last Ronin's Technique, which is sneaks, makes us 3 ninjas as well. And then we have a full set of Abandoned Air Temple to pump all our creatures, and 18 planes. So, very simple list to put together. Maybe some number of these Leonardo, Big Brother, and Agent Bishop could be something else. I mean, we're playing 26 creatures, quite a lot, which is good. It's where you want to be with this aggro deck, but we'll see before we make any changes. We'll definitely have stuff to talk about at the end of the video, though. But before we go play the games, got to remind you, if you're going to buy any Magic, at least give a look over at Tales of Adventure. It's toamagic.com, mostly because while you're shopping there, if you use my code DRAGON, it's DRAGN, you'll be able to save 5%. And that's something, right? And you get to support the channel. But all right, let's go play those games and see if this pile of turtles can get the job done. Oh, well, we're kind of trying to play a white aggro deck, and we can't do that with this. So that hand's got to go away. We'll keep this. I'm going to get rid of Seam Rip. Mostly because the progression of the turns here. Right, we're going to play that. We're going to play Voice. We're going to play Case. Hopefully, maybe we get to play it while we have a bunch of tokens out. I don't know. And here I am, like, how to actually save something. Is this just... No, it's not a goblin deck. What are we doing? Using that to discard, maybe? I don't know what the plan is here. Let's attack first. Would you like to trade? They would not. Alright, I'm going to go here. Mostly because either of these plays feel good next turn if we are able to keep Voice of Victory. We are not able to keep Voice of Victory, so it didn't matter. Intriguing, you're not attacking, nor are you blocking. Alright, I'll get rid of your 1 Duder, I guess. I mean, we're both being aggressive. We're just being more aggressive, I guess. I was about to say aggressiver. That is not a word. Okay, that works. I'm even going to do this first and say, like, do you still want to not block your opponent? They still didn't, though. Alright, another Grease Wrench Goblin. Going after the Sky Knight Squire, which makes plenty of sense. That's right on time. Well, any land would have been right on time there, but yeah. Oh, opponent, don't do it. All right, cool. Well, I mean, we'll get rid of both of them. I mean, I guess you get rid of Voice of Victory anyway. That's still something. All right. Where are the rest of our creatures? Where are our ninjas at? Getting 3 ninjas now would be great. I mean, you are a ninja. Probably not even worth sneaking you in. That doesn't do anything. So we're just going to attack and just play you. Opponent's deck's very interesting. It's... Why is this... Oh, because I can activate this. I was like, why is this highlighted? Like, I definitely don't have enough mana left to abandon Air Temple. Alright, Inti. Cool but rude. So this is just mono white discard. Interesting. Alright, so we attack. See if the opponent blocks. We can give Leonardo first strike. If they don't block, we pump and they die, so sure. Alright. Yep, that's gonna do it. Well, we didn't get to see a lot of the new cards, unfortunately. We just drew our second new one, but Leonardo's first strike at least mattered. We have to keep this, right? We can't get rid of it. I mean, we could, but it'd be silly. Though, last Ronin's technique works really well with Sky Knight Squire, if you can get that to happen. Well, okay, this is fine. Let's do this. And then we'll see if we get to Seam Rip something good, and we'll follow with Prehistoric Pet, I think. Oh. This is both good and bad. When your opponent has to make decisions of what to put away with Lightstall Inquisitor, you're like, oh, your hand has a bunch of useful cards. Okay, and they didn't want to block. That's always something to note. Let's go ahead and do this. Play the pet. Attack. Alright. Ravenous Robots. Dang it, I would have much rather gotten rid of that. Okay, let's go here. We are going to juice up this and this. Mostly just to make them harder to get rid of. Alright, Agent Bishop, going to work. Though, you could always just have, like... Okay, they didn't have it. I was going to say Chainsaw or something here. Nope. Ancient Bishop going to eat it. Also, I didn't put the counter on the Prehistoric Pet, because that's the thing we're likely to pick up for the Ronin Sneak. Yeah, that seems to be the most common version of the artifact decks we're seeing, though, is blue-red. Alright, we'll play this first, just to maximize the counters we get on it. Go attacking. I say, feel free to block. I would totally understand. Alright, let's go ahead and sneak. Whoa, did y'all see that? First time I've used that mechanic. You got 2 swords on it. That's sweet. And we're going to pick this Knucklehead up. And then put all of our counters on the Sky Knight Squire. Well, that worked out. Yep, Improvised Arsenal. I mean, the problem for them is now they need a flyer, because we can just play the pet. Yeah. Yeah, opponent also had to mulligan down there, but these decks can have very explosive starts. So, I mean, I guess we could somewhat overcome that with our own flyers and stuff, but I imagine that could be a normally bad matchup. Literally, people come from all over the country. It's one of the better events of the year, so if you haven't had a chance, check it out. HunterBurtonMemorial.com. This is a fun charity event. In the meantime, we're going to keep a bad hand and see if we can work our way out of it, because we have a couple of draws. That's a start. That might do a little bit of something. Fancy Blood Crypts. Weapons Manufacturer. Okay. Well, I guess we attack and make us some ninjas, huh? The only thing that makes sense here. And then hopefully we just don't die to weapons manufacturing before we can do enough damage. A little bit of a weird turn depending on what they do here, because they probably don't have creatures, which means there's a good chance this Case of the Gateway Express doesn't do much other than just give us counters for future bonus attack for future creatures. Oh, they get to search for a card and put it on top. So if it's something that sweeps the board. Okay. Oh, wait. You put it on the graveyard. Forgot about that. It doesn't put it on top. Well, we can Case, so we get this credit for this since we have a second one. And then we can Leonardo to pick up a token. Alright. That seems as good as anything, I guess. For one. Pick up one of these little ones that just goes away. But we do get extra damage in. That is such a crazy effect. It looks cool, though, with, like, the different comic book lines and whatever. But that is such, like, a way overdone effect. It's kind of fun. It's excessive in the best way. Alright, Leonardo's at least protected for now. We should be able to get rid of the specialists. And we crack a second Case. Alright. Do you have a way to protect it? Oh, you're going to sack it to draw cards. That makes sense. Alright, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could play a creature and make it 9. I don't know how we lose from here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opponent goes to 3. It's probably fine. I don't even think it's worth playing another card here. In the turn. Because if they have a sweeper or something, we'd rather just play both of these next turn since they'll be 3 attack each. Alright. Try to go attacking. Yep. Alright, cool. Nice. I wonder what new stuff this deck was. Oh, no, we did see a Ravenous Robots, but they put it in the graveyard for some reason. Huh. Okay. Alright. Let's go with our Inquisitor. As much as I don't want to play Leonardo next turn, I might, just to draw a removal spell if they have it. But I don't know. Maybe we'll find something, one of our 2-mana creatures. Oh, they're giving a long think to what to get rid of here with the Inquisitor. They made it a land. Fair. Moonshadow, you got it. Well, we did find this, so let's go ahead and attack. I don't think they'll trade for the Moonshadow. Rightfully so. And then we'll play this. Alright. Another Moonshadow. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that's fine. Like, that's one of those things that's, like, not exciting, but it does what it needed to do. Alright. Well, I only have 2 creatures, so you each get counters. And fortunately, this has Vigilance, so we can still attack. Alright. You got it. So that's going to become a 3/3. Assuming they want it to become a 3/3. Would I trade here? This is actually a real question. And we know we're seeing 2 lands. They're going to lose 1. One's going to come into play tapped. I mean, if we double block, what are they killing? Agent Bishop here? And then we have a 1/3 and a 2/1 that could have first strike. Yeah, I think it's worth blocking. And we just let them pick what to get rid of. I was going to say, you probably take the agent, but Lightstall Inquisitor still does stuff here, having Vigilance. Oh, well this? Okay. Maybe things change here. There's a chance they're not going to block. Man, Sneak makes not blocking hurt so much. Like, it really does. Yeah, we picked this up for a bunch of duders. I mean, it's 3 for 3, actually. Hold on, maybe we don't. Because we get in 3, and then I could just play these 2. Yeah, maybe just let him take 3 here, actually. I think we're in a close enough race that it's probably not worth it. And they're wanting to be aggressive, so there's a chance they just attack here with the Moon Shadow anyway. And then we might be able to maybe, like, pick up Leonardo, make a bunch of dudes, and there's some value there. So we'll see. Oh, I forgot about this guy. This is from Omen Pass. Does have haste, too. Ugh. Alright, another Moon Shadow. Whenever you discard a card, sure. Is there a world where we could just do enough damage next turn? Like, if we take 8 here, are we just risking losing? Alright, I mean, I guess. No blocks. It's probably a bad no block, to be honest, but it's fine. Let's go attacking. I mean, none of these are great blocks for them, so sure. And they're not blocking small Leonardo, because that's the one we want to pick up. Okay. So that happens. We do this. We trade 2 damage for 3 damage, and we get a lot more on Big Leo. And then we're probably still dead, though, right? Because that's 7, 8. I mean, we could block one of them. All right. End of turn. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you trample for enough. Yeah. Just attack with everything. Yeah, I was going to say, if you attack with everything, we can't win. Because then you just make NT trample. Right? Yeah, that's the way you get us. And then we just block the one thing we can, but it's not enough. All right. Can't be too upset at that. We did what we could. Didn't get any of our removal. All right, let's mulligan. I'm looking for a 1 mana thing. Okay, we found one. Fantastic. But that's how crazy it was. Like, Dragon's Maze definitely missed the mark on a lot of different ways. All right, let's play a pet. Prehistoric Pet is a weird card. Not weird. A tough card for me. Because I get why we want to play it. Obviously, you know, it's hard to block, sneak, all that good stuff. But let's go ahead and just play this. And no need to attack. If the Prehistoric Pet's discouraging the opponents from attacking, great. But the problem is that it doesn't do much other than enable sneak, you know, in some ways. Oh, so am I just blocking and losing everything here? Maybe you're trying to sneak your own thing. Sure. You're going to try to double strike here, bounce a token. Nope. They're just letting that happen. And then sneak the 1/1? Okay. Not how I thought that was going to go, but not mad at it either. Okay. So we just attack here. Trade our 1 for 3. And then just replay the 1. Though, we could... We'd be getting in 1, 2... Oh, for each other creature. So it'd be 3, 4, 5. Nah, I think we just let that happen. See what the opponent's up to first. And it gives us more sneak options and more things on the battlefield for Case of the Gateway Express. We don't have to be in a hurry here. Alright. Nothing! Wow. Really? Okay. Alright. I mean, sure. So at least if they get rid of Leonardo, we can still attack? Oh, yep, we're totally good with this. I mean, they have to block Leo here either way, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Alright. We'll take it. We go first. Let's keep it. There's also something to be said about, like, reusing a Lightstall Inquisitor, right? Because next turn, we could play a pet, play a Leonardo, pick up the Inquisitor, recast it, and just kind of slow the opponent down. But I probably only do that if I don't think I have a land. If I have a land, I just want to Agent Bishop. Oh my goodness, you'll probably get to hear yard work outside now. Many apologies if it sounds like a construction zone in the background. Alright, opponent, what you got going? Well, I guess we attack and see if you want to trade. Because they might want to sneak of their own. Yeah, I think we just go for this. Since, you know, last Ronin technique, since we only have 2 land. And we can still have 2 plays next turn. I think they are going to try to sneak something in. It's just a matter of what. Alright. And you have 3 colors. Alright. What are we getting hit with? Oh, this is tough. They have choices. This is not good. Oh, but they opted for none of them. What? So opponent had multiple choices and chose none here. See, this is where I would like to play Agent Bishop, but I don't think I'm going to. Let's hit him with this. I want to get more done on this turn, because if they only have a counter or 1 removal spell, we don't want to spend our whole turn just to have that happen. Alright, so there's a Requiting Hex. That's good to know. Creature costs 3 or less, so we're probably going to sneak in a Leonardo here. And we're just going to attack. Are you going to use your Hex now? Wow, that's aggressive. That couldn't even attack yet, right? Okay. Here we go. Alright, lots of damage there. Nuisance, sure. Ooh, it's tempting, but we're going to go with Agent Bishop here. And we're going to put a counter on the pet and on the token. Mostly because... Wait, what does it cost? It costs 3. That's what I thought. Okay. Alright, exactly enough to get the job done. Nice. We're going to keep it. I'm just trying to figure out the order of everything here, but I think it's just straightforward. This is one of those lists where I'm generally just kind of lukewarm on Lightstall Inquisitor, but this is one where even slowing the opponent down for a turn on some cards could be very good. Yeah, let's go. And we already have a 3rd land, so we know we can do 2 things next turn. Minimum. Weapons manufacturing. Alright, do we go for the biggest possible hit here? And Ronin plus Leonardo? I mean, that doesn't do that much more though, right? Ah, man. I'm going to wuss out here, y'all. I think I'm going here. Mostly because I'm kind of curious about what they're doing and what their creature removal setup is. Putting a counter on Ancient Bishop to, like, insulate ourselves a little bit from Pyroclasm, if that's a thing. They may just sacrifice a... Okay, they didn't. I thought it might just be sacrifice munitions to get rid of 2 things. Hey, thanks. All right, now we have a real turn to consider. We are going to pick up one. We're going to pick up 2 tokens. So Agent Bishop, going to the attack step, is going to put a counter on itself and on this guy. And we'll pick up the 2 other tokens, assuming those are the ones that don't get blocked. Oh, wow. Action incoming, folks. Get rid of that. Big brother. Pick up one of these. All right. Wow, that's a sicko turn 4. And that's rough if you're in opponent's shoes, because he might have had a big turn coming with the... Like, if they were setting up something with the Gear Drake, there was a lot of potential damage incoming. But, man, that's tough. All right. Let's try Friday. Actually, okay, cool. All right, good. We're cleared. No podcast recording this afternoon. That was the other big piece of business. Okay. We are going to keep this, but if the opponent has a couple of removal spells, this hand can end up not doing a lot real quick. Let's go with Pet. I guess we'll attack. Nothing happens. We'll play this. I mean, if they deal with our Squire, that's tough, but what are we going to do? All right, Squire lived. I don't know if that means a lot, but it lived. All right, so we could just get rid of that guy. I think we just go for broke here, right? We just do the biggest things. We're going to go ahead and Ronin and Big Brother and see if that's enough. All right, let's go ninjas. Pick this up. And then let's Leonardo picking one of these up. All right. And if our board gets swept, at least we have a couple of things we could do. Midnight Tilling. And then return a permanent. Just kind of lands and Fenrir's. Is Leonardo gonna eat it here? That's the question. Actually, it's probably Sky Knight. Well, I don't know. Both of them are kind of bad here. I mean, they're good for us, bad for the opponent. Oh, yeah. We've got everything clear here. And then we get to attack. And sneak. Pick that up. And that's way more than enough. Woo, all right. Yeah, this deck can be tough, man. Okay, yeah, we're going to need a third land or these Ancient Bishops are going to look kind of junky, but I think we open with this. A lot of times your opponent's just going to play whatever tap land they were going to play on one, but, you know, it's not the worst thing. But that time they put a District Mascot, because he had another one. A backup, if you will. What do we want to do here, actually? I think I just want to do this and be patient. I don't feel like... I don't know, maybe I attack and trade? Yeah, why not? I'm willing to trade if you're willing to trade. Okay, they weren't. That's actually good for us. Because now we have access to Case of the Gateway Express, which might do something. This also destroys artifacts, not enchantments, right? Yeah. Surprising with how many cards are in Standard that I actually still remember. Bulwark Ox. However, that can protect the district mascot from dying, so that causes a different problem. But they're going for it here. All right, if we could manage to draw... Yeah, no blocks. I think we're willing to play this race. Come on, untap land. Cool. That at least opens the door to a few things we could do. And I'm going to put the counters here and here, because we're at some point going to pick up the prehistoric pet. No point in just wasting the counters. Their own Agent Bishop, as they should. Hey, new follower. Thank you so much. That's going to make our attacks not as good here. All right. What is the thing? I always just sacrifice this. Oh, when it attacks while saddled, you get to put a counter on it. Yeah, sure. So we're going to have to use the Case of the Gateway Express on the Bulwark Ox, whether we like it or not, because it just protects other stuff otherwise. Oh, but we actually won't be able to, because it's going to be too big. It's going to be 4. Oh, you know what? Taking 7 sucks, but we're going to take 7 anyway. Yeah, definitely need... Okay, we found an untapped land, so that's very good. So then... we can play this just to get them to use the Bulwark Ox. Which is fine. They may not want to, but... Alright, cool. They did. And then we can attack... put our counters, trigger the gateway. Pick up the pet. Sorry for the noise behind me, y'all. Hopefully it won't last too much longer. I mean, that's about as good of attack as we can get in there. And we're at 11, so I don't know of a way we lose from here. Or at least not on this turn. I mean, we could still lose the game. Alright, there's Mikey and Leo, which will get a free card. Opponent's at 4. Currently, we can only punch... Well, we're punching 4 through, actually, at the moment. So we need a removal spell here. That's the thing. We need a removal spell. Or that. That's the next best thing. If we weren't going to get a removal spell, this also works. Okay. Well, no matter what, we're losing Lightstall Inquisitor. It's just a matter, do we lose it to a 3/3 or not? Actually, that's not true. Let's put the counters here. This is still the correct way. Because we're about to put another counter on everything. Though, I guess if we'd have put it on 2 of the token... Nah, it still wouldn't have amounted to anything different. It would have been the same. And the opponent can sack Ox to protect their whole board here, but, you know. Still got to do what we got to do. Alright. I mean, opponent's still in a good spot here. Oh, and there's Ouroboros. Of course. So now we need Ronin just to make tokens, just so we can punch through. Can we do it? I don't know that we can. This might be the end of the road. Though, I guess if we find a removal spell, and they attack it all here, I mean, they have a lot of stuff that we can still get rid of with the Seam Rip. We could also get Ronin Technique and get 3 more bodies. So that could be a thing. I don't know, maybe. Maybe. Another Agent Bishop was not the answer, though. That much I know. That was definitely not what we were looking for. I guess we just keep juicing these guys. Though, now our Prehistoric Pet could get through. I guess technically they could block it with Llanowar Elf, right? Can't block by creatures with greater power. So they could Okay, well that's a thing. We're at 11, so we could survive one attack. Oh wait, they made the elf too big. That's it. Are we gonna win because of prehistoric pet? Oh, I guess it would have got counters anyway from the ore board, so it didn't really matter. It would have ended up too big regardless. All right, yeah, so we just block what we can. And then this prehistoric pet, of all things, is going to be the reason we're able to win against an Ouroboros. No fight spell. Come on. Don't have it. Don't have it. Come on. Oh, this is such a sick way to win. Oh, I feel like we're getting slow rolled, y'all. Oh, we're going to do it, but okay. Okay, they don't have anything. We're good. Unless it deals with an attacker here, which is possible, I guess. Nope, got there with the pet. I genuinely was like, well, if maybe we could get the Rodent's technique, we can get a couple of bodies. You know, maybe if we could get the Sky Knight Squire, I could find a way to get counters on it over 2 turns and fly over. Like, there were some answers, but wasn't even thinking about prehistoric pet because they don't get a choice where to put the counters with the Ouroboros. That's too funny, man. Okay, wow. This one's interesting because we don't really have any way to deal with like graveyard stuff or whatever, and not even really artifacts and enchantments. So we're kind of just all in on the beatdown plan. But we had a lot of games that we were able to end effectively on turn 4 or be set up to win on the following turn, right? Everything worked pretty well together. It makes me a little uncomfortable playing, you know, multiple legends that we're playing a lot of, but apparently it was the right amount. Except for the last game, I think, or one of the last 2 games, we drew either 2 or 3 copies of Agent Bishop, and that was gumming up our hand a little bit, but those extra points of damage made the difference in the game. And as much as I wanted to make fun of Prehistoric Pet, it is the one of the perfect cards for trying to sneak stuff in, obviously. And it actually got through and got us the win in the last game, right? So, I mean, you know, Pet, you've earned your keep, Pepperoni. You're good. But yeah, overall, this is great. You know, again, credit to Yeoman 5 for this one. I don't think I changed anything in this list. I played it kind of just as is. And it was pretty sweet. We used every card in the deck. Everything had value. So, yeah, thumbs up. Link over on Moxfield. Y'all know the drill. Go download it. Have some fun. But that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.